Joe Rogan issued an apology on Instagram Saturday after a compilation of the podcaster frequently using the N word on his podcast spread widely on social media. Rogan used the word more than 20 times in the clips from different podcast episodes, which he said were compiled over a span of 12 years. In his apology, Rogan said it's the most regretful and shameful thing he has ever had to address publicly. I know that to most people, there's no context where a white person is ever allowed to say that, never mind publicly on a podcast. And I agree with that, he said. Now, I haven't said it in years, Rogan added. Rogan also addressed a video of him comparing a black neighborhood to the Planet of the Apes movie. I certainly would never want to offend someone for entertainment with something as stupid as racism, he said. Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. All right, guys, we're back in the building. Now, Spotify, one of the biggest streaming services in the world, is under intense pressure because it is the exclusive distributor of Joe Rogan's popular show. Welcome back to the channel. Neil Young was the first recording artist to ask that his music be removed from the platform on January 25th. He was joined by Joni Mitchell shortly after that, and a growing list of musicians and personalities followed them to call out Spotify, or even to leave the channel entirely. Spotify exclusively hosts the popular podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, on which COVID-19 vaccine misinformation has been spread. A week later, ARIE, the Grammy-winning singer, said she was removing her music from Spotify because of Joe Rogan's language around race. She branded the podcaster problematic, saying that she came to her decision as she felt that she should walk through the same door that Neil Young opened. At the time, she didn't specifically mention what she was referring to, but she has now told her followers that she'd like to clarify her stance. On Instagram, she then posted an edited reel of YouTube clips that appear to show Joe Rogan using the racial slurs 22 times. Rogan claims that he previously used the N-word as part of a context, such as when he discussed a Richard Pryor album or the repeated use of the word in Quentin Tarantino's 1994 film, Pulp Fiction. For a long time, when I would bring that word up, like if it would come up in conversation, Rogan said, instead of the word, the N-word, I would just say the word. I thought as long as I was using it in context, people would understand what I was doing. Rogan said in his apology, he is not a racist. But I do want to put out there that he is a comedian. I just want to put that out there. Joe Rogan is a comedian. Now, a lot of people know, if you've been around, know Joe Rogan from Fear Factor, right? Also, he's done sketches with Dave Chappelle. And me, I'm a big UFC fan, so I know Joe Rogan also from the UFC. He's also a UFC announcer, too. Whenever you're in a situation where you have to say, I'm not racist, you effed up. And I clearly effed up, Joe Rogan said. Now, do I question India's ARIE motivation for coming out with the clips of Joe Rogan? Yeah, I do, because a lot of people, Joe Rogan's not the first person to use the N-word, right? And since her music is streaming on Spotify and his podcast is on Spotify, I think the pay is Spotify. Let's just listen to what she said. She said, ARIE questions Spotify policy of paying musicians minimal pay for hosting their music and then using their revenue to pay Joe Rogan millions for his podcast, which is the title, The Joe Rogan Experience. Spotify is built on the back of the streaming. So they take this money and they pay him $100 million and they pay us, the musicians, 0.003%. Just take me off, ARIE said. Here's my opinion. Besides the racial remarks and the COVID-19 remarks, I think she's bitter because, they're paying this man all this money. They only get 0.003% for every stream. That, you have to have a lot of streams. And then they said they have to split that with the record company. So they have to split that with the record company. And here you have Joe Rogan making like $100 million a year. That's not his fault. That's capitalism working at its best. is Joe Rogan a racist? I'm not sure. Leave a comment. Let me know if you think that Joe Rogan's a racist. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that man's heart. But my opinion, I don't feel that he is. I could be wrong. You never know how a person really feels. But, you know, that's what I want to say about Joe Rogan, and Spotify's in the hot seat right now. And we're going to see how this story ends up. You know what I'm saying? They've already taken 70 episodes off of Spotify, you know, that Joe Rogan had, you know, done in the past. So maybe that's enough. Maybe that might satisfy some of the naysayers. If not, you know what I'm saying, people going to say what they're going to say. Rowdy Nation TV, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. We out.